Munro live here at the Detroit International Auto Show. I am here with John Schupak. He's the Senior Director of Exterior Design for Rivian. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here.
Excellent. This is exciting.
Yeah.
So we have here the Rivian R2S, and this is a relatively new entry to the market, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're looking to launch in 26. It's a little sister to our bigger flagship R1S that we have. So it's kind of keeps all the same characteristics that we have from that vehicle. You know, this more formal kind of silhouette, a little bit more boxed out design for people to fit all the stuff that they love to take on road trips and family and all the stuff with them. But taking everything that was good about what we've built about our brand over the last few years into a smaller, more efficient, more affordable package for the customer.
So you have been at Rivian for about, what, 5 years now?
Yeah, a little 5.5 years.
Five and a half years. So we had the R1T, we had the R1S, we have the R2S, and there's more to come. So have you actually been involved in the exterior styling of all these vehicles, or have you been more focused on one, two?
Yeah, no, all of them. We lead a great team out of California. We were originally based here when I joined. We had our design team based in Plymouth, Michigan, so we have a lot of roots here in Michigan, which is great. A lot of our team kind of uprooted and moved with us to California. I joined just after the vehicles had been shown to the public as show cars to the world at New York Auto Show and in LA. And I was previously working in Detroit and moved over, and I helped deliver those vehicles. So from the amazing vision that Jeff and the team had kind of set out at that time, we went through and took those cars to production, making sure that every little detail was, perfect. Every detail that we'd seen in that show car made it even better for the production vehicles out on the road. So working through that, we have an amazing team that we're actually very heavily focused on the van as well at the same time. Yeah. But the work we've been doing over the last 5 years is, the early conception of R2 and R3, and then obviously continuing to drive better quality, better design, focused things into R1 products as well. So, yeah, it's been an amazing journey for 5.5 years. It feels like it just started yesterday.
I know. So I want to hear a little bit about your overarching design philosophy on the RS.
Yeah.
The
R2.
The R2. And the reason is because you said it's more like the baby sister or the baby brother to the R1. Yeah. And yet it must appeal to a different demographic because you made it a little bit smaller. So what are some of those different design features that you went after to attract that demographic?
Yeah, so what I love about our vehicles is they do appeal to a very broad demographic. We have a lot of male and female customers. The truck kind of takes on this a little bit more of this adventurous spirit, whereas the SUV can flex that way, but can also be a little bit more of this, formal, more prestigious kind of like premium, not prestigious, more of a premium. It's not precious, but it's definitely premium. When we set out to do R2, we wanted to take everything that was good about that, but for us, we wanted R2 to feel a little bit sportier, a little bit more energetic. R1 is very formal, it's got a very big, grand kind of posture to it. Yeah. It feels very comfortable on the road. It commands a presence for an EV, right? And then as we get to R2, the lines are a little bit cleaner. We've brought this additional line that runs all the way around the vehicle. The car has a little bit more attitude to it. It feels like it's ready to pounce and ready to go, but still maintaining that simplicity. When we look at our design language, we want it to feel iconic, we want it to feel timeless, and that honesty and that simplicity is what we really focus on. It's actually really difficult to have that level of restraint as a designer to be able to hold back, not want to throw every line and every surface and every undercut at it, and where are the right things to really tie a story together. Right. So this kind of line that runs through the hood. Yep. We have this hood actually moving as we move into Europe. There's a lot of different safety regulations as well. So this hood is better for PedPro as we're developing it. But that line we then turned into a feature line and designed it into the vehicle.
And I will say this is the one thing I noticed between the R1 as to the R2 is this line got dropped.
Yep.
And what I really like about it is I think it made the car squat, it grounded, it felt secure. Definitely. And I think it makes it also look really sleek. So it was just a minor little change, but I think it makes a big impact.
I think that's all over the vehicle. I think we took everything we loved about it, and then when we finally finished R2, we were like, wow, this, we took all the great stuff, but we improved on everything, gave it that stance. It has, even from the front end, it has a little bit more attitude. If you come to the lights, they're a little bit slimmer, a little bit it's not the vehicle's not angry. We wanted our
Right.
vehicles to be approachable. We wanted
Right.
them to feel like embracing and approachable. You want to interact with it.
Right.
But the lights they got a little thinner. They got a little bit more shape to them. We really focused on. We love our down the road graphic. The
Yep.
pill shape and the bar. Like it's very distinctly us.
This is, to me, iconic Rivian.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite features about this lineup in general, whether it's a truck or the SUV. I think it truly defines a Rivian. You can see a Rivian down the road miles away.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a Rivian coming
And
towards me.
that was really important
and
for the team.
it's really cool, and I hope it's something that gets maintained in future models. I think that is just so Rivian now. It's like it defines you.
No, definitely. And I think, we can definitely evolve it, but that personality, it becomes the face. When you don't have that big grille and the big, badge on the front, it is our face, right? And it is our brand. But as you get closer, there's just a lot more detail. There's beautiful little lines even underneath here that kind of reflect these kind of mirrored surfaces that kind of give you that mystery and that little sense of kind of jewelry in there, like this crystal kind of effect. So we spent a lot of time taking what was so good about our R1 products, developing it here for R2. It then went into our Gen 2 products as well. Still keeping the capable kind of bumpers, tucking everything up. We know our customers want adventure. Adventure means different things for everybody. Some people want to go off-grid, they want to go off-pavement.
Right.
Some people just want to go to a beautiful Airbnb for the weekend with their family or their dog or their friends. But we want the vehicle to feel comfortable in any of those spaces or any of those situations. We want it to feel comfortable off pavement. We deliberately lifted it off the ground a little bit. We tucked all the bumpers in so you can kind of traverse anything that comes your way.
Right.
So it wants to invite that adventurous spirit in you to go do fun things in this
And I do think
tight
it does
little
that.
package. So yeah.
I think it's amazing every little detail. So even these recovery hooks,
Yep.
they're very functional,
Yep.
right? They have they serve a purpose, but yet they're seamlessly integrated into the styling, and they add a character. They're not just something that's stuck on the car. You took attention to pay attention to all the little features, and I'm so glad also that you didn't lose the compass yellow. It's dear
It's
to
definitely,
my heart.
it's very dear to ours
And
as well.
it's
a big
like
part
that
of our
little
brand,
happy
so.
splash.
Yeah,
I like
we
it.
love these little,
I love
these
it.
little features on the wheels and the new kind of badge on the
Yep.
side. It's almost like these high-end adventure clothing. They all have these lovely little
you gotta
tags.
have
It's
it, yeah.
definitely this great personality with it. So yeah, we're going to continue doing that. It's not going to go
I
away.
hope so.
Compass yellow is here to stay.
So as you, I would like to walk around the back of the vehicle for a second, because I think this interesting shape here of the roof line and this curved down surface, it's very appealing.
Yeah.
It's still very representative of the Rivian boxiness, but yet it's soft. And I'm sure that this was very intentional. As we
definitely.
blended to this rear back glass here, and there must be some acoustic or aerodynamic
So all
reasons.
of this was tuned for aerodynamics. So
Okay.
it's very important that every little aerodynamic flow that we can really work with the team. We spend a lot of time with the team in the wind tunnel, kind of crafting these surfaces. This feature line, which is like a part of our design DNA, was all developed to get the air to separate off of here.
Okay.
We wanted to have this feeling of volume. A lot of other competitors in this space, they go very fast, very swoopy. We wanted as much volume in here for our customers to be able to pack it full of all their stuff, feel like they have that volume and that space ready to go. And that's when we kind of came up with this flow-through spoiler. We could have also
you
put
could
very
have.
giant
Yeah,
spoilers on,
yeah,
but everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
And this, to me, kind of really comes back to some of the nostalgia of the original SUVs. Those cars that came around. And you're thinking back to some of the Japanese SUVs as well, like in the 70s, 80s, 90s. They have this very pure shape to them. They feel very functional. But we really wanted to kind of maintain that and bring that over from R1 as well. But then we have this beautiful flow-through spoiler. So the air comes through here. We tune the underside of the car so this air comes together and attaches beautifully.
Nice.
And that's really, really good for aerodynamics and for efficiency. We also really wanted to bring some of those nostalgic kind of features. We were I was actually driving through Laguna Beach and we were playing with this for a while with this idea of doing this power drop glass.
Yeah.
I was driving through Laguna Beach and there was an old SUV and this big golden Labrador hanging out the back of it, right next to the beach.
Love
I'm
it.
like, we have to make sure we get this into the car.
Yeah.
Not only that, as we go to Europe, it's really important. You know, people are parking really close to each other. You see that in New York, you see that in LA a lot recently too. And like being able to park really close, you know, some of them are hitting each other, right? And if you've got your bags, you can't open this thing, you can drop the glass here, you can drop your bags inside of here, you can pick them up and put the glass back up, right?
And this is all done like a phone app, or does it just sense you?
We have a button here on the side that will activate it, and that will pull the glass up. You can also do it from your phone. A lot of people use their phone to activate all of our features on R1 products. But that was just a really beautiful thing that, especially growing up in Europe, and we did a lot of research there as well, that like seeing how tight everything is just bringing these little features in that people can kind of use. The other thing we don't talk about a lot is we actually have power venting glass as well. So these glasses actually vent. Again, a little bit of that nostalgia, but the idea is we want our customers to feel as close to nature as possible. So a beautiful day, you drop all the windows, you drop the back glass, you vent the glass, you've got this airflow thrown through the vehicle. It's really important. That one step closer to nature, you know, even if you're in a busy city or whatever it would be.
And there are a ton of features that you guys embedded in this tailgate, liftgate area here. So what are, I mean, Rivian has done an amazing job. I remember RJ just, you know, he listens to the people, and Rivian executes on those features. And there's a ton on the interior that we'll get to eventually, but talk a little bit about some of the interesting features in this back area here.
Yeah, I mean, so it's got a traditional tailgate. You know, on R1S we have this kind of split gate. We went to a traditional tailgate. The power drop glass, obviously, definitely a challenge to design around a glass dropping with this full width tail lamp. This isn't shown here today, but we will have a towing package feature with it as well, so it'll be a traditional tow hit. It was mainly all about volume, right? What we loved about this area is it's almost like this little tailgating area. You know, we deliberately made this kind of bigger.
It's a nice height.
You know, you're hanging out with your friends, you've got a beverage, whatever it needs to be. You know, the seats fold flat. You know, we've got this beautiful interior volume in here, and that was really important. Like, our customers take stuff with them.
Yes.
They go on adventures. They take stuff, like, they want to have that space. And I think that's why everyone's like eagerly waiting for the launch of this in 26, because they want to have an EV that can really do the things they need to do. So that's the main stuff. We obviously have the rear manners stop light up here in the back. We wanted to kind of integrate that into this kind of almost like, you know, flow through spoiler, just feel very integrated. Integrations is a big part of what we do. Like if we're going to bring a function in, you know, whether it be the button here for the glass to go up and down, you know, button to open the tailgate, whatever it needs to be, like it's all kind of hidden, but it just becomes second nature to you. So.
And because you have this spoiler and this airflow, you're not going to need a rear wiper here at all.
We are working through a rear wiper. We're working through that for production, so there'll be more to come on that as we get closer to production. But
all right. I was wondering, maybe the airflow just would sweep it off, and maybe it's not necessary.
That's a big part of it. We've looked into a lot of things. We definitely, you know, we're still working through those details, and more to come as we get closer to production on that. But
I always say Rivian for me embodies performance, function, and luxury, all in one little package. It is just an amazing car, and I love this open like wood concept, pour concept. It's so natural and inviting. This whole interior just invites me in and says, "You're home." I love this.
And that was a big part of it. We wanted the interior to feel, the team that designed this, you know, they wanted the interior to feel an extension of your home. You know, from the floor mats, you know, these Chillowich floor mats are very similar to what you'd have on your, you know, your table. We've got these reclaimed kind of furniture woods throughout the vehicle. You know, definitely simplifying. You know, we brought this kind of one piece of wood through instead of the wraparound that we have on R1. A little bit more playful, a little bit younger. You know, a little bit. It has that feeling of comfort. You know, the materials that we wrap, the colors that we use. Really love the two-tone seats. You've kind of got this lighter upper and then this darker lower. I didn't even
notice that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so you've got this waterline here. So the upper part of the vehicle is kind of light and airy and lifts you up.
Okay.
It helps you feel very spacious, which it is very spacious. And then the darker, you know, is obviously there to kind of this waterline around the vehicle. What we have done for R2 is these new steering wheel controls. So
I've not seen these before.
they're basically, the demo works. But they roll up and down. They also go in and out, and then they also go left and right as well. So this is obviously a very early prototype. So you know it's
highly functional and accessible from both ends, which is really interesting.
And it becomes
Most
really
people
intuitive,
do this, but this is like I can grab it easily.
Yeah, so you'll be able to control, you know, the features on this side, and as we continue to develop our UI and UX, which is constantly changing, you know, we're doing over-the-air updates multiple times a year. The car changes dramatically because we can do all that work internally. And as our partnership grows with Volkswagen too, you know, that's going to be a big part of it. But this becomes very intuitive. You can feel it has this haptic kind of feedback too.
Very strong.
And nothing like that out there in the industry right now.
It's not, it gives you a very positive, like, I am where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's not, no guessing there. It's very nice, very nice. Oh, and it even goes sideways.
Yeah, sideways, and you can push from the back and the front too for different features. So obviously this is an earlier prototype, but you can see that it'll give you your different kind of like drive modes that you'll be able to toggle through and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So really fun piece of work that the team have been working on, and they feel like jewelry as well, right? They feel like this is where you want to spend and you want to touch, you want to play with it, like. And it does become very, very intuitive as the more you play with it and the more you get used to it. So
it is. It's once you get it, and I like, because again, this is a new interior for me. But you talk about that open and airiness, and I can see every little detail. You know, you're trying to get that.
Pull it through. It feels light. It feels fresh. You know, and obviously still keeping the two screens. You know, we really believe it's important to have that driver screen.
I love that.
The functionality that we can bring there. Mm-hmm. You know, we brought this beautiful, what we call cell shading, which is this more illustrated sort of style. Again, it's something that's very unique to us. We can be playful, we can have fun. It's a car, like it doesn't have to be so serious. And like we can evolve that over time, we can make it our own, we can, you know, create different things like the Halloween mode or the holiday mode that we just had. So it's like we can do that very, very quickly with our internal team. So. Yeah, it's a beautiful space to be. I often say that. I mean, I'm the exterior guy, but I absolutely love our interiors. It feels like home. It feels very premium, but also feels very, very comfortable.
Right.
And it's easy to clean too with the with the vegan levers and things like that too. So.
It's the complete package. This is one of the reasons I absolutely love Rivian.
Yeah, definitely. So a couple of other features we have. We still have the charging pad over on the top here, the large glove, the large center console. Because we don't have the transmission tunnel, we have this, the main area to be able to put your bag. We've got, not sure if all the features fully work on this, but there's a cup holders there, And then there's two glove boxes which aren't working today, I don't think, but there's one and two.
There's one here.
You know, again, listening to the customer, they want the storage, they want the places to put stuff, hide stuff away, and that's, we've been listening as much as we can, try to bring it. So, it's a fantastic space to be.
It is a beautiful car. There's probably going to be one in my future. I love it.
Definitely.
Okay, let's take a trip over and let's talk about the van.
Yeah, definitely.
So we have moved from the R2S now to the Rivian Amazon delivery van. And I'm here with Erica. So Erica, can you kind of tell me what your role here is in Rivian and related to the van?
Sure, I'm Erica Tippin. I'm responsible for our commercial customer relationships.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you know what? I have seen a ton of these in my neighborhood all the time, and who doesn't like to see an Amazon delivery van? And plus it's a Rivian. So I can tell you some of the key defining features that I recognize in this Rivian van, and you probably know some others, but I'll tell you what I really love about this van. And I'm just a casual observer. So the first thing I notice about this Rivian van are the eyes. I love the eyes. They're open, they're bright, and they're round, and they're cute, and they're adorable, and they say, hello, here I am. And they're just absolutely great. And I think that is a true in alignment with the Rivian brand. So I love the eyes, the headlights, and I love this wraparound windshield. I think that is probably what the drivers really dig, because that's got great visibility. And so, the car, if you're on the street, you can see this coming towards you. That's a Rivian Amazon delivery van, far, far away. Again, same thing from the back. I love that red light around the exit door, the halo light. Again, whether this thing's coming or going, I recognize this van. So are there other features that are truly uniquely Rivian that are displayed here on the exterior?
Yeah, absolutely. And you've pointed out a lot of really great features. The kind of friendly eyes, right? It's been designed to be a friendly, welcoming van. The really large windshield that gives just absolute wonderful visibility. Those are some of the really key features. Happy to walk you around. This is our smaller variant of the van. We have the Rivian Commercial Van 500, which is about 500 cubic square feet in the cargo area, and then we have our RCV 700, which is just a little bit larger, just under a little wider and a little longer.
But is the wheelbase the same, or is it the whole?
No, it is a little bit wider.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, all right, perfect.
A little wider and longer, so you see 3 panels here. that indicates our 500 variant. One more panel at the end of that would be our 700 variant.
Okay.
So it's very modular and designed that way. And if you think about a fleet customer, right, a customer who's out delivering packages or other goods, they're navigating around a lot of tight corners. And so one of the other great features on the exterior of the vehicle is the modular design. So, at times it happens when you get a scratch, hit a tree branch. I mean, these guys are operating in all kinds of ways. And so, you can pop the panel off and pop another one on.
Really?
You don't have to replace the entire side body,
Okay.
right? So you can just replace the affected panel. So some of these key design elements have been thought about when we're thinking about how fleets actually operate their business.
So, this, like you said, this van gets driven a lot. And so it has to be really durable, should be nice, cleanable. So are these panels, it's interesting that they're modular, but also I was curious, are these aluminum? Are they composite? Or are they?
They are. They're aluminum,
Okay.
and we can of course get you exact composition of them, but they are aluminum, aluminum body.
Perfect. Let's take a look inside.
I know
dying
you're
to go
excited to hop
inside.
in.
I have never been in, so
I'll let you do the honor of hopping in.
So, okay, great. You got grab handles everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah. We've definitely considered the ergonomics of the van and safety of the van.
Headroom.
And the
Tons
spaciousness.
of headroom.
Yeah, the van can accommodate a person that is 6'10" without having to, bend
Yeah.
over, lean over,
well, they
be
come in all
uncomfortable.
sizes, drivers do.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So take a seat. I'm going to unlock it for you so that you can actually really get the full experience. I've got a nice key fob here that the driver would keep on them.
Okay.
And there's a proximity sensor within the key in the vehicle so that you don't have to think about, if you're a delivery driver, you don't have to think about, oh my God, did I lock the car or not? You keep the key on you, and once you run out to deliver a package, it's going to lock right up.
Awesome. It's got a nice little belt clip. You don't have to carry. You can just.
I'll let you be the driver.
Okay, today's my day.
Today's your day to be a driver.
Okay, all right. I'm driving. But so there's I'm noticing just a ton of storage here. We have things in the door.
Absolutely.
There's
So
a ton.
these are not only storage, but these are wireless phone chargers
that's
as well. So
induction pad,
you've got one down here and one up here as well. So you've got two wireless phone chargers, as well as some ports if you wanted to plug in a cord. Right behind you, you can't see it because you're sitting, but right behind you, you've got a little cubby as well for additional. You want to put your lunchbox or drinks. You've got some little nice storage back there.
Okay. And you're a driver, so this it can get warm and hot in here, but you got some vents here, you got some vents here, so you definitely have enough accommodation to keep the air flowing in this space, right?
And the one thing I'll add, what you're sitting in right now is a patented microclimate seat.
Cool.
So you don't just have air blowing at you, you can even control the microclimate of the seat. So if it's cold, you want to heat yourself up or cool yourself down, you've got some really great technology to keep you really comfortable as a driver.
It's kind of interesting. I was thinking about Rivian, and I think of Rivian all about the heavy performance because there's a lot of off-roading, adventuresome kind of thing. And yet when I think about this van, I think we're in a little different space because I'm thinking this is really all about efficiency and function rather than a whole lot of performance. Although I'm sure efficiency is performance. Am I on the right track there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
This van was designed for productivity, efficiency, safety, comfort, and performance, right?
This is an office on wheels.
This is your office on wheels. You're 100% correct. And, you're out there for long days.
Yes.
So that's why we're thinking about, keeping yourself charged, keeping yourself cool and comfortable. You're getting in and out of the van all day delivering packages. So just how we've placed the handlebars and the step height, right? We're thinking about ergonomics and safety and comfort. The other really great feature, I love this feature. I love to always point it out, and it's so simple, but it surprises people. As a driver, you're sitting here, you come to a stop, and you need to go grab a package, right? And so this door, this bulkhead door here, is automated based on the gear that it's in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have you even demonstrate this.
Okay, all right.
We're going to put the vehicle in drive. So go ahead and tap the brake and just shift down. See how that's
okay? So
that's how that's closed
my
automatically.
space is now secure. No packages are going to flow by here.
And you don't even have to think about opening or closing this door. It happens automatically. Why don't you go ahead and put it in park? Press that button right there. You're parked. Now you've got to run out and grab a package.
Yep.
So you don't even have to think about this door. It is automated to open and close based on the gear that it's in, or it's based on the key, right?
Okay.
So if you run out of here with your key, it's going to lock up and close right away.
Awesome. So I'm looking up, and I don't think I've ever seen a bigger sun visor in my life.
Yeah.
This is so. I know you have a big windshield. That's probably what's driving the size.
Definitely.
But this is like, boy. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Look at this. This is like full sunblock. If I have a problem, I don't think I have one anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah. Again, right, always thinking about the driver's comfort, and not just thinking about comfort, but also thinking about, drivers come in all different sizes, right? Different heights. And so the adjustability of the seat, making sure we're thinking about visibility is critical for us.
That is awesome. Look at that. You guys think of everything. That's why you're Rivian.
We've got some amazing engineers, and of course, this was designed with the feedback of so many different delivery drivers and folks who spend so much time in these vehicles.
And obviously this is built for cleanability, right? This is why we have a lot of nice plastic with the texturing here and this rubber mats, easy to clean and maintain.
Easy to remove and just, hose down and put it back in. Absolutely.
Let's go in the back.
Yeah.
A little jump seat for a passenger, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of delivery drivers, sometimes there's, a passenger or trainer. So you've got a little latch here that you pull out, and you just turn this into a little jump seat for folks to...
Reminiscent of the stewardess in airplanes who face you.
You got it.
That's what it looks like.
You got it. And fun fact, it is heated. Even thinking
See,
about the passenger's comfort.
We care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rivian cares. I like it.
Absolutely.
That is awesome.
Yep. Let's head on back here. So again, this is our Rivian Commercial Van 500 variant. So this is about 486 cubic feet of space. The van comes with optional shelving or flooring, which you're currently standing on.
All right.
And the shelving, you've got a little bit of the static shelves.
Okay.
And if you have some larger packages, you've got foldable shelves on each side as well.
And I can see right now the shelving's adjustable, so different Amazon deliveries will have different size packages, and so you can adjust these. Am I right? They have different heights. And
yep, you can certainly make this
configurable.
modular. Yeah,
configurable, modular.
As well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Amazing. Again, great height, nice bright LED lighting. Right?
Absolutely. Yep, and then of course you've got additional handles here just to make sure that it's easy to step in and out, no matter which position or side you're coming from.
And here's that. What do you call this?
The halo lighting.
Halo lighting.
Yeah, again, right. Really thinking about visibility and safety, both for the driver as well as other folks surrounding the vehicle.
Okay, now I gotta try this door.
Please.
Because I'm assuming this is gonna be super easy.
It absolutely will be. So just pull it down and slam it shut.
Excellent.
Yep.
Can be done. Now it locks automatically or something.
It will,
when you put it in drive or something.
Yep. Everything will lock automatically, and if you have the key, of course, it will lock up as well. If you're coming from the outside, you've got a little button here.
Nice.
And then it'll unlatch.
Can I also open it from here?
It is not an automated door, so you will have to manually lift up and down.
Okay.
But you
but
just go
it
ahead.
automatically opens. So that's nice.
Definitely.
Excellent. This is a highly functional, very detailed van. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, if I had to own one, this is the one I'd like to own. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's
Absolutely.
gorgeous.
This is something we are extremely excited about. We've gotten such wonderful feedback from our existing customers, and looking forward to bringing this on the market to other fleet customers as well, to introduce those into their fleets.
Well, thank you, Erica. This has been an amazing tour because I've never been through a delivery van, and it's delightful. It's still a kind of a fun car. I know it's not a car, but it's a fun vehicle. I wouldn't mind driving one. It looks comfortable. It looks stylish, and what the heck? It's a really nice vehicle. I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. I've had so much fun. I'm glad you finally got to get inside one and sit inside one. I know we all see them around our neighborhoods delivering, but
and it brings joy. Everyone loves to see an Amazon truck. So thank you. I'm glad it's a Rivian.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
For your time.
So nice to meet you.
Same.
Thank you.